Like imagine, it's not just about the silence. The blood. Some of the spells in Dota are great in terms of like, yeah, it's an AoE silence dealing damage, but I'd say like Jakiro, Enigma, Bloodseeker's Blood Right, these abilities that they have, like you choose where you want to fight. You can just block off a huge area where they can't enter, and this is the strength of these heroes.
Well, let's find out as we get ourselves into game 2 of this best of 3. Hellraisers taking on OG. OG with the 1-0 so far.
Don't be mad. Don't be
I think
mad.
that's the primary reason Enchantress is picked for No Tail. Don't be mad.
Prepare for battle.
Well, you know when something happened like that kill on Slark in the previous game between tier 1 and tier 2 tower when he was chasing Earthshaker, you knew that there's gonna be like voice lines used from both him and Seb.
Yep. It was coming. Well, OG yet again setting up for what looks like the tri-lane. Luna, Sumail, No Tail on the edge, and Saxa. Earthshaker swinging up to top, but Hellraisers, they are ready and waiting. Setting up a bit of a bait here. Funnick, Miposhka holding high ground, and Saxa will walk into them. Earthshaker, he's got boots up. Miposhka biding his time though. They're baiting with Funnick, who does have to swashbuckle away, but in comes the rest of the cavalry. Hellraisers focusing Sumail, but Funnick's about to fall. A couple more hits will do the trick, but Funnick, the final Lucent Beam and Click get him, but he's traded for Sumail. 1 for 1, but first blood drawn by No Tail. Hellraisers giving chase onto the Ench and Earthshaker. I don't believe they're going to be able to catch or kill any further targets here. They're trying with another Fortune's End, but a great Fisher block off stops the advance, and Hellraisers held back in their tracks.
So 1 for 1. I mean, Luna died. Doesn't matter that much. Who got the first blood? No Tail got it. He bought something. What is he bringing? There's some extra set of tangos, a sentry, a clarity.
Starting off with a Blightstone on Enchantress. Really tipped the scales, allowing them to get that first blood. And Hellraisers, they really want to be active in this game. Hell, they're smoking down towards bottom, so they're not going to tri-lane and match the top lane. They are leaving Funnick there alone. They're trying to tri-lane into the Enigma, it looks like. Roger, Nyx, and Miposhka all down here. Seb, Eidolon's out, pauses the game. He needs a second just to, you know, get his radar out, see if anything's going ping on it.
To check if they're trying to gank him, you know, check the stream. Just kidding, it's delayed. But yeah, I think this is a good decision from Hellraisers to go back to the bottom lane. I would say OG's tri-lane is much stronger. Like having a Fisher, Luna providing aura. I believe OG's fine with this. Like, Seb is not the guy who should get the extremely farm this game. So he's just gonna be, you know, denying some of the XP. And if they keep this tri-lane, that means that a lot of experience is gonna be shared. But Miposhka, that's a good call. Drag the creep wave, get it closer to tier 1 tower, so that Enigma does not have regeneration and extra armor.
I'm sure, like you're saying, you know, this tri-lane, he's denying a creep every wave as well. Sharing it between 3 heroes doesn't feel so good. Seb under the tower should be able to gather up a little bit of CS here and there, but Razors maneuvering that creep equilibrium all the way back. Mid lane, mid one, 5-0, very even. Ksani playing things up. And here comes the No Tail rotation. 1.5 minutes in, they've already pressured Funnick a decent amount. They've farmed No Tail up close to level 2. And Roger's actually the one taking the brunt of the damage here with that Satyr. With these Eidolons,
good luck,
making him incredibly low.
He's sitting at 200 HP, which means that Bloodseeker, like, you need to be careful when you're playing against the Bloodseeker. You can't just be on low HP. He does not have a flask to work with. So this gives mid one pretty easy lane. Here he can just right click, has a blood right, no points in blood rage yet. He's probably gonna get that on level 4 to have any kind of a stain. He's running low on tangos.
And again, Luna has a free lane top. Funnick has cracked level 3. Saxa holding on to that Fisher. But a one lane top. Mid lane very even, and bottom Sem's getting everything he needs. They try and make a play onto No Tail. We've seen this one before. He does go for that early point in heal, just to sustain a little bit longer. But they will be able to bring down the Enchantress at long last. But again, this feels calculated from OG. 2 games in a row now. Very often we see. Oh, Nyx. Okay, he has a Shikuchi. That thirst still up on him though. Dangerous territory for the Weaver. But yeah, again, No Tail comes down. He puts pressure. He forces spells to be cast on him. He dies, but he respawns. TP's bot lane again. And now you look at Nyx, Miposhka, and Roger. They are low mana, they've been forced to salve up, and they're being pressured again by this level 2 position 5 Enchantress.
I'm just looking at his item belt. He has 8 tangos. What? I don't know why he brought 6 tangos. He was already having like 3 of them. Maybe he just wants to cut all the trees so can't attack from this side. And Sam can do that the same thing with the Midnight Pulse. So you know that, yeah, you know the treant is gonna come from the right side only.
Absolutely. Cutting down some trees there. Midnight Pulse. Or maybe you can combine 10 tangos and just insta-kill the treant. Get a super tango. Destroy Roger with one move.
Just eat him. What if Battle Fury could like cut down treant?
Just quell the treant, yeah.
Dire's middle tower.
I mean, No Tail right now, he's 1v2ing the supports. This tri-lane from Hellraiser is doing absolutely nothing. Seb is 13-8, he's closing in on level 4. Nyx has had to expend like 2.
Oh, top lane, Funnick.
Oh, he's going for Sumail. Oh, he's very close to it. He's got 3 stick charges, but Swashbuckle on cooldown, so he can't go diving in for the kill. In a 1v2, Funnick very nearly down Sumail's Luna.
He could afford to play aggressive as that. 1 point in shield crash, not what you usually see. You only get the point in shield crash when you're playing against Rubik, so that he can't steal your Rolling Thunder. Look how low Funnick is. Mid also low, bottom lane, they're healthy, but Bloodseeker, yep.
The thirst, the blood right is coming out, and Nyx can't stop. The clicks from mid one is going to chase for more. This is a double kill for OG for sure. Mid one and No Tail gathering them up. They're going to go for a third. Miposhka, the trailing is annihilated. Hellraisers didn't see that one coming, and Bounty Runes, it might just be a 4-0 hit. Yeah. Void Spread, okay, he's going to get 1. But OG should be able to gather up the remaining 3. My goodness.
Bounty.
1 TP rotation from mid 1. Now he's level 6. What a great move.
Yeah, meanwhile, Saxa was also collecting some of the XP. He is level 4, which is pretty high for 5 minutes in. And Luna on the top lane having a free time. Because of the Bloodseeker, Pangolier was forced to TP out. He understood, man, I'm gonna kill my team because I'm on 20% HP.
Hellraiser is still sticking it out down bottom lane though. No Tail is here alone. Enigma gonna be walking back to lane slowly but surely. One seems fine mid still. Treant and Oracle. They do make a play onto No Tail. He's got a couple of stick charges, but that Purifying Flames now up to level 2. Burn through the Enchantress. A couple of kills for HR, not too bad, but Enigma's here. Scouted out by the Observer Ward, he's holding Sentry. Courier died. Wait, hang on a second. Is Seb going for Necro Rush?
Possibly. He just bought a
Sage's Mask.
If there's a second, where's the second one? I don't see it. Is
On his
it
courier.
On the courier? Okay.
Oh, here we go. TP down bottom lane again. Seb is blown up as No Tail dives by Kasani. Mid-one's rotation with a thirst here. Blood right. Oh, it connects with the final clicks.
Perfect.
Barely. I thought Kasani would be out of there. Saxus killed off Funnick top lane.
Dire's top
And
tower.
Weaver with Roger deep in behind enemy lines here. Not quite sure what to do with themselves. The Bloodseeker, the TP's in to defend this tower. Yes, you lose, an Enchantress or Enigma here or there. But Bloodseeker is accelerating so quickly off the back of these kills.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Necrobook on Enigma. It just feels so good. Malefice into Necro units.
Oh, the stun into silence.
He's dead again.
Weaver's dead. Weaver currently 1, 2, and 3. Nyx is not having a game.
Don't be mad.
Now Seb have a free lane for a couple of minutes. Bloodseeker is going to start farming Ancients and then finding Roger. They've got a Centaur to maybe catch with a stomp. The thirst, it kicks in. They've got the Treant. 8-4. This is just a slapping from OG.
It's just falling apart so quickly. Like top lane, Phonic was putting some pressure on Luna. Luna shows up, brings some extra regen in the lane, uses Lucent Beam 2-3 times with the Fisher. Suddenly he's back to no HP at all, and he needs to stay away. It's just too much damage output in the laning stage.
Yeah, it really is. Helm of the Dominator is now, 200 gold away once Sumail finishes off this camp. So they're going to have Helm of the Dominator in less than a minute. Necrobook on Enigma is 700 gold away.
Oh, top
Maybe if
lane.
they start grouping up, it's going to be immense. Okay, they catch Sax at top.
Dire's top tower.
He's got himself Tranquils, Raindrops, and he's got 200 odd gold on the way to Blink Dagger. Not really too worried about his death there. Hey, have you seen what Mid-one's buying, by the way? Speaking of item builds,
Hey, it's a great item. Pangolier really hates to play against your boot. It stops the TP. The same goes for Void Spirit. Like
or Sumail. They found Sumail in the jungle. Hellraiser's finally getting in there, stopping that Luna from farming away to Helm. Now 40 gold away from it. She'll have that when she respawns quickly. And yeah, Bloodseeker, Rod of Atos, so the route against Pango. I guess also Void Spirit. Oh, this is nice. Fortune's End onto the Rolling Thunder. Not quite nice enough though. They don't make the full connection. They've got the Spirit on Saxa, but Mid-one's are right. Focusing Funnick, the swashbuckle off, he dives into the trees, but they've got stuns and catch days, and Mid-one now unstoppable. 6-0 on this Bloodseeker.
if you know how to play Pangolier, you know how to play against him. I'm not gonna say it's easy to juke, but Rolling Thunder, you can't just make a fast shift, fast turn. Like all these small pieces once again coming together for OG. Lanes were going well. Enigma is level 6, just needs 100 gold to finish the Necrobook. Helm of the Dominator, flying out to Luna. They're gonna start grouping up.
Dire's top tower.
And this is really where OG are exceptionally good, right? Around that 10-minute mark, when outposts and bounty runes are so important, they come in, they take the top one, they'll gather bounties, they try and get into the dire jungle a little bit, but it's this top tier one when you're playing Radiant side feels so important right now because it just gives you so much extra map space to play in, and it kind of gives you Roshan,
Radiant's bottom tower is
or at
under
least the
attack.
area around it as well. So then you can start, pivoting into mid tier 1, you can think about diving into tier 2, you can wrap around and maybe play into the enemy triangle as well between, come between the mid tier 1 and tier 2 because there's such a wide open space for you to play into. But first, they've got to take that tower up top.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Mid one just dragging the creep wave. He's level 10, 10 minutes in. How happy are you, Gary, that you're not observer this game, like this tournament, so you can just focus?
Ecstatic. I'm sure the viewers are very happy as well.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And they've caught Funnick.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Midnight Fox is broken.
I even use his ulti on him.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh dear. So now that tier one's gone, OG, they just swing into mid, right? They're TPing Enchantress there. They can bring everyone. I guess Saxa can stay top and maybe farm. I would love to see Seb come through as well.
Seb still has a black hole, but didn't seen it being used so far. Like Weaver goes in,
Dire's top tower.
she's gonna get black hole. And it's such a sick setup. You have Fissure, you have Midnight Pulse, also Blood Drive, so you can choose where you want to fight. Full of ATOS, 11 minutes on Bloodseeker.
It's gonna be great to catch.
I hope it's not coming to my pubs.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And here's that move. They come in for the tier 1.
Has fallen.
Now they've got a massive, vast amount of map space. They can come into the triangle, which mid one comes to scout out. We'll find Miposhka. He walks past him in the trees. Yeah, there's the pain. Sees the Oracle. A lot of ATOS Blood Right. Fortune's End will dispel off the root. But Miposhka's still just going to get slain here
Is under attack.
on his own jungle high ground. OG. Saxa continues farming top lane towards Blink, and yet again we see Nyx on this carry, playing opposite side of the map, not joining fights, feeling like he needs to farm to win, but he's being ruptured. Tower still hitting him. The
ATOS.
of the TP, and that is why Bloodseeker's bought it. While top lane, the Echo Slam. Saxa catches 2 with a Fisher. The chain stuns in the black hole. Catches the Void Spirit, so Xani's down, and Roger likely to be following as Phoenix Rolling Thunder. Crash into Saxa to get them at least a kill in return, but it's a 2-for-1 with a core and a support for one support and Funnick. He needs a swashbuckle away from this. They've got themselves a Lucian Beam and a Stomp from the center available, but they need that little bit of gap close. They don't have it, so swashbuckle gives Funnick the distance he needed. Still disastrous here for Hellraisers, losing the Weaver bot in a 1v1 and then losing the teamfight top. You're just falling to pieces.
I loved the way Saxa moved. Like, he was going through Black Hole and he baited Pangolier to run into it. Look where Seb is playing. He's just controlling the whole area. Cut down some trees with the Midnight Pulse, farming everything in the enemy jungle.
And I think mid one is realizing that this bottom right-hand corner of the map is not where he belongs. Pushed out one extra wave, but he should really be coming back to rejoin the rest of his squad in that mid lane. And a great move from Hellraisers looking to cut him off. They have timed this almost to perfection. The smoke break. They've got the vision. The jump onto mid one. There's the catch. Xanani Miposhka bursting him down. Mid one turn. The Blood Right. He's pretty speedy and his one charge is a god. And he's got the heal from the Purifying Flames going and he turns, but the rubber jab is springing out of there. Hellraisers don't get the kill.
If you think about Fisher as I'm just gonna stun people, sometimes it's better to block them off. He blocked away Angler so he can't connect the second Rolling Thunder. And now in the top lane, Luna and Enigma will just take a tower. Also, it would be a lot of gold if they kill the Bloodseeker. He's on 8 kill streak right now.
I mean, you look at these Eidolon and Necro creeps with all these auras. The Eidolons are doing like 70 damage a hit when they're near Luna. Yeah, 47 plus 23. Necro Warrior, 75 plus 37. That's ridiculous amounts of damage right now. No Tail being slapped by Roger, but I'm not sure if that's really where he wants to be. Xani and Miposhka are here to try and save him, but the Treants just cut down. OG the Lumberjacks destroying the Amazon forest, tree by tree, and Miposhka's going to get hunted here by mid one. Doesn't have a Fortune's End. Does have False Promise once the silence ends. It looks like mid one not really committing to diving under the tower without the rest of his squad. But it's objective time for OG.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Pressure onto these tier 1s and tier 2s. Oh, okay, no Tail. Hunting Miposhka. Hello? Hello? Don't run off! He's caught him! He's trapped him in the trees! They've got a stomp to stop him if he tries to TP, and Midone's going to be coming with clicks, and that's it. Miposhka's Oracle down, Notel gets that perfect body block, and I don't think Roger can defend this tower, honestly.
They're playing so fast right now. They managed to get
Maybe a little too
lead.
fast. Seb will get picked off mid lane. They're left out in the open,
Dire's bottom tower.
isolated from the rest of the team.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Blessings upon
There you
The
go.
growth. Pressed to buy Roger a bit of time. Even with that living armor. Mid one. Oh, does get disarmed up. Good blood ride. Going to connect onto a couple of heroes here for the Rolling Thunder. And the chain stun from that Remnant. Roger still dropped through the false promise. But mid one's monster kill streak. Picked up by Nick, so plenty of bonus gold there for your Weaver, grabbing up a good 500 odd.
And it's very important that Weaver got that gold. She's gonna finish off Diffusal Blade. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Earthshaker just finished his Blink Dagger. So OG's gonna continue with the pressure. Enigma also getting a Blink Dagger in 100 gold. So I expect a team fight into Roche from OG. They just need those 2 Blink Daggers to be ready. Man, Midone's going for Aghanim Scepter.
But here's the problem, right? 11,000 net worth lead at 16 minutes. All of these items for OG. And then you look at the Dire side. Nick has a Diffusal Blade on Weaver.
Radiant's bottom
Roger is
tower
trying
under attack.
to build Necrobook himself. Oracle has sweet fuck all. He has got Wind Blades, and that's all they'll talk about.
Scanning.
Where the Void Spirit's trying to go into Eul Scepter, but still pretty distant from it. And Pango really doesn't have anything. Arcane is looking for Blade Mail, so no plans there. Coming in for Phonic as they do make a jump towards No-Tail and the Roche pit. Sumail's there, but the Eidolon's cleared up now. Kstani gets a good astral catch on the mid one as the Rolling Thunder into the back lines. Looks like Earthshaker being focused. Sanctus Blink Echo still being held. So OG, they lose nothing. Hellraisers expend a couple of ultis. And the chase is still on to Roger. OG
Oh, it's on.
straight back in the pit. They've got No-Tail. Cool. Nick has killed off the Enchantress, but oh, Poshka, Quick Fortune's End. Get away from mid one. The Lucent Beam and the chase up the hill. Mid one's so speedy. Poshka, he's got a couple of seconds until false promise. He aidicts up the Bloodseeker. Stops him from attacking, but that Lucent Beam from Mail, long range artillery. As OG
Courier has been killed.
got a couple of kills, a courier falls in the midst of it all, and Sax is still waiting for that Blink Echo. Nyx is hunting for him. They black hole up Phonic. The Pangolier is down. Don't be mad. Hellraiser's just getting just tickled to death, little by little.
Balance is gold and good decision from OG. They decided to get out of the pit, take a fight, and now they picked it up. Even though they expend first black hole just to kill Phonic. You know things are not going well for your Pangolier when he has 2 bracers. It's a correct choice of the items. Like, he needs to be able to tank up, survive as much as he can. Sunny. There's the Lord of Athos.
He's ruptured up as well. Fisher into Blink Echo. Saxa lines it up for the kill on Void Spread. He's got the Resonant Pulse, so that makes him a little tankier than OG were expecting. So a couple of ultis there from OG, not netting them many kills. As Enchantress went a little bit deep for that one. No-Tail playing almost in the Dire base.
They're not on the same page. Feels like mid one didn't expect that Saxa's gonna blink in and use Echo Slam. But still, it doesn't matter that much. Phonic in a good spot, but doesn't have Rolling Thunder.
Trying to focus down mid one. They break all the trees around him, and another great Fisher with the Eclipse. Sumail dominating now.
Dire's middle tower.
Luna makes short work of that poor Void Spirit, and Roger will follow him into the grave. This is going to be a pretty simple tier 2. They've got Aegis still up for another, what, 3 minutes
Dire's middle
more
tower is under attack.
on this Luna?
Dire's middle tower.
3.5
is
minutes.
Does your Roshan respawn timer look weird to you? Is it bugged?
Not at all. It says
Interesting.
Roche may respawn in the 626.
Radiant are
Yeah, I've got them. Yeah, mine says 622, but the text is really, really small for some reason. It's like size 2 font.
Still in beta.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Stuff happening. So
Down to
Hellraisers,
spawning.
what do they need to do? How do they get out of the rut they're in right now?
Weaver has a decent amount of farm, but I don't think it's enough. You're still very vulnerable pre-BKB. Aghanim Scepter. Finish, he's just utility on this Bloodseeker. You don't need any kind of damage. Second Rupture, plus Flood of Aethos. Like Luna will be the one who's dealing damage and clearing out the buildings.
Power attracts its own kind.
die.
It's just beautiful to watch, Gary. The way they play Dota.
It's just so crisp. OG, very clean execution. Like Sani there, he's in a decent position for a Void Spirit to maybe cut a wave or something. But OG catches a glimpse of him. Immediately, they're just like this with Funnek. He gets ruptured up, he's going to get some blood right. The dive is there, but they force the false promise. So Funnek now will have to return to Fountain, and you still lose your tier 3. And Luna is still on the front lines with Blood Rage on, destroying your buildings. The structural annihilation of Hellraiser's base right now. 21 minutes in, OG with a substantial net worth lead. Looking for Roger, even deep inside his base there. Tries to heal himself up. Doesn't even get the overgrowth off. The backstab from Kstani, focusing down the Earthshaker, but he's got chain stuns for days and still has that Blink Echo if need be. This is a big Blink Echo. He wants it in the black hole. Cancelled by that Rolling Thunder, but they've got the yours up for the rupture in onto Kstani now. Where's Saxa? There he is. Hello, Saxa. How you doing?
Now that's a GG.
Blink Echo destroys them. Oh, Hellraisers, this is it. You can't hold on, and GG's called. Roger taps out.
Triple kill.
Sab got the perfect black hole in the end, 3-man, but Rolling Thunder just one of the shortest black holes in the histories, besides your own one, chat, where you use it and then you cancel it, or you use BKB after.